Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today let's talk about some of the most favorite products that we use in our day-to-day life. Let's talk about Maggi noodles. Students, do you find any difference in the Maggi noodles consumed by you today and the Maggi noodles of the same packaging consumed by you maybe a few months ago? Is there any change? Is there any difference in the quantity or the quality of the product? No? Yes, of course the preparation way may differ, but there is no change from the company. There is no change in the quality and the quantity, correct? Now, let's take an example of another product, maybe a pen. Let's take example of Parker pen. Students, do you find any difference in the Parker pen of the same packaging purchased by you today and the same Parker pen purchased by you maybe few months ago? No, they're all same, right? Can you interchange your Parker pen with my Parker pen? Obviously, if it is unused and if it is the same product, can you interchange? Of course you can. Can you interchange your packet of Maggi and the same quantity packet of Maggi of mine? Can you interchange both of them? Of course you can. So, what is this? How is it possible that the company is producing the same quality, same quantity product every time? Why is the quantity and the quality not sacrificed each time? This is because of a concept which is called standardization. Standardization leads to manufacturing of same quality, same quantity product with standardized men and machine. It is a process of setting standards for every phase of business operations. Students, this is one of the techniques which is given by F.W. Taylor, and according to him, for achieving standard output, for achieving the standard means predetermined quality and predetermined quantity. So for achieving standard output, standardization of men, machines, tools, equipment, even the working conditions and procedures have to be done. Standards should act as benchmark for production. That this is the quality, this is the quantity that we are assuming to achieve. This should be achieved. This is what we expect from the labor to produce. So when you are fixing the standards, your ways of production are such that you aim at producing those standards. Okay, so in order to achieve the standardized output or the output that you have fixed before, you have to standardize the ways of procuring, the ways of producing the output. What is the objective of standardization? The objective of standardization is to establish quality standards. It is to establish performance standards for men and machines. That this is what is expected from men, this is what is expected from the machines, and its objective is to establish interchangeability between the manufactured parts and products. This is the reason why we can interchange our Maggis or we can interchange our pens with each other if they're unused, obviously, because they are standardized product. The quality and the quantity of that product is same. It is not changing with every production. Do you know that Hindustan Unilever HUL has significantly reduced its soap line? It has reduced many varieties of soap that it was earlier producing, and it has generated effective and efficient results for the company. Do you know why this happened? This happened because they followed a procedure which is called simplification of work. According to F.W. Taylor, simplification refers to eliminating unnecessary variety, grades and sizes of the manufactured products by the company. Simplification is done in order to reduce the cost and increase the turnover or sales. How is the sales increased? See, if you're reducing or you're eliminating unnecessary production, that means you are lowering down or reducing your inventory. Okay, if the inventory is reduced, your cost is reduced. There is fuller utilization of resources, there is fuller utilization of men and machines, and there is increased turnover or sales for the company.